Hello everyone and welcome to a new video on the channel. I'm Adam Ferns and I nearly messed up the intro. This is a video where I'm going to be ranking all of the Monkey King's generals and himself from the Lynxy series. If you do not know what I'm talking about, go to the YouTube channel Lucas Screen, and he has this own series he created back when he was in college called the Lynxy series. This is basically ranking this villain called Monkey King's generals from series 6 and 7. Technically 1 series 3, but that's besides the point. I'm also going to be counting Monkey King in this list as well. Now, before I get into this, please bear in mind this is my opinion, so my opinion may greatly differ to you. I have ranked these generals on how memorable they are, along with their abilities, and just how much I like their design, maybe. And if they, well, in some cases, if they set up for something that's more important in the future. So let's get started. In 12th place is General Stallion, or Stallion, the horse general. Simply the reason why it's here is that I like the idea that it introduced to Mylock the centaur form, and then it said that all hoof generals, including the sheep and the pig, can have the centaur form. But that's pretty much all there is to Stallion. I'm not a big fan of its design. I know it is hard to draw horses, but it doesn't change the fact I don't like the design. Abilities are hoof cannon and horsepower, which is like leg muscle. So I think strong or fast? I'm not sure. I wrote down notes when I was in the call with Lucas and I can't remember what we agreed the horsepower was. But apart from the hoof cannon, which 3 other generals have, no guesses what they are, Stallion's not really that memorable. Like, the only unique power he has is one that I'm not even sure what it does. So yeah, Stallion, 12th place. 11th place is General Rooster, or Rooster. The first general to be, technically not, but the first general to be released from the statue, with the weird ability name called the Cluck Cannon. Okay. The one thing I will say about Rooster that I like is his voice, because of how stupid it sounds and how unintimidating it is. But when it's paired up with a character that doesn't really look intimidating, it's actually pretty hilarious. I think it was okay for him to be the first general to be defeated, as he's not really intimidating, nothing really good about him. But I would have liked to see him go on to another episode before dying. But what am I going to do? 10th place is General Sabor. This is the tiger one, and its ability is Ferocity Paws. I think it's just fast swiping of the claws, and I know I just turned my fan off, but it's getting really hot in here now. I'm going to turn it back on. Yeah, I'm not even sure what that even means, so I should have done my research on this. And then the fact this is the only general that actually got released from the statue but didn't work for Monkey King. Well, yeah, didn't work for Monkey King. Okay, like, I get you're supposed to be loyal to the person that released you, so Sable was loyal to Lynxy. But the fact that he done what Lynxy asked him to do, and then as a reward, he got killed. Okay, Sable got the bad end of the stick, and for that, he's not going to stand out with henchman rankings. By the way, I will say I'm not counting any of these generals on a henchman ranking, apart from Naga, Vermin, and Mylock. So, yeah. Moving on to 9th place, we have General Roscoe, the dog general. Its ability is Hound Wave, which I believe is like the move Boom Burst from Pokemon. You just send out a sound wave which knocks people off their feet, basically. What can I say about Roscoe? I can't actually remember what it looks like. Like, if I'm looking at all of these generals, Roscoe's the only one I can't actually remember the design of. I believe it's like a black dog similar to Houndoom. Apart from that, I can't remember it at all. So, yeah, so Ross goes there. Because I can't remember its design. I just know its name and its ability. Moving on to 8th place, we have General Cottontail. This one's the rabbit. And its ability is speed. So what you would pretty much expect from a rabbit kind of thing, because rabbits are pretty fast. Like the tortoise and hare thing, that was a reference in the Lynxy series episode, as well as Run Rabbit Run, and also I'm guessing the speed ability is a link to Jackie Chan Adventures, with the rabbit talisman being, well, speed. So that would make sense. Moving on to 7th place, we have General Boris, the pig animal, and its abilities are hoof cannon, like the previous ones, stallion anyway. And I list this as gluttony, but if we're going to quote Monkey King here, it's basically the more General Boris eats, the larger he gets. And I'm guessing that'll include the more powerful the hoof cannon will be, because it's normally bigger, stronger. So, yeah. 6th place we have General Ramos. Now, when Lucas coming up with a name for this general, he did not realise that he gave General Ramos, the sheep general, the same name as the grass type gym leader in X and Y. I found that kind of hilarious in my opinion, but yeah. Abilities are hoof cannon like Boris and Stallion, and the other one is wool absorption, which is called, I suppose in brackets, counter. And if you don't know that, counter is basically linking back to Pokemon, where you get hit by an attack, you hit that opponent back with 2 times the power, which is essentially what Ramos does. Ramos has been shown to have being a really strong general, probably one of the strongest here actually. And anything else to add? I liked his design. I was a bit upset you could barely see his eyes, but sheeps have black faces and black eyes, and that's what Ramos had, so yeah. Moving on to 5th place, we have General Mylock, the most recent victim to fall into the statues. His abilities are hoof cannon, like the other 3 that I said, and strength. So basically really damn strong. Mylock is the first general to be loyal to Monkey King, I guess, or not. He wasn't really released from the statue, but the first general to be introduced. And he lasted all the way from episode 2, I believe, of Series 6, going up to episode 4 of Series 7, where he was decapitated by Apex. Apex is an evil guy. Not as evil as the other voice actors, though, because Apex is a henchman, whilst the others are main villains. Hi everyone! Mylock, I'm going to say, is the weakest out of the generals that have been in more than one episode. Well, apart from Stallion. For the simple reason, like, he has shown to have done some stuff, but with the exception of trying to spy with Vermin of what Impus is doing, which failed, by the way, the only other thing I remember him doing is going to Monkey King to try and help him stop Impus from getting the Dragon General released. Only that he got stopped by Apex. He summoned a labyrinth, which is basically a maze, and he got tricked into going into the maze, charging straight towards Apex, where Apex decapitates him. Okay. Okay, 4th place, we have General Vermin. And his only ability, which is the only one I didn't ask Lucas about, because I knew of it, because he said it himself, was the paralysis bite. Basically, you bite, if Vermin bites someone, they're paralysed for 30 minutes. That's it. I think I grew to like Vermin, as I'm not really a big fan of rats, and I grew to like Vermin for the simple reason, I think I just like the way he talked in Series 7. Like, it's so much different from Series 6. In Series 6, he's just talking normally, but in Series 7, he's like, yeah, that big buffoon. Or something like that. He said that when Boris is about to be released, so... Okay, third place, we have the newcomer to this series. That's General Drago. The Dragon General, anyway. Abilities, modification, absorbs anger and uses it against his opponents. Essentially, it's like counter from Ramos, or the wool absorption from Ramos, but it's stronger because instead of taking just the hit, you give one twice as strong. From what I got, I think it's Drago can take any hit along with any aura of anger or any power, pretty much anything. Anger, crazy monkey attack, I guess, and let's say a punch from Lynxy, and it'll all come out twice as strong. And I think it gets stored up and it just stays there until Drago's defeated. And I hope I got that right. If not, I'm going to have Lucas having a go at me, but... He asked me to do this anyway. Yeah, Drago for design, I'd say is alright. I wasn't a big fan of it because I expected it more like a dragon. But it does answer why Monkey King does seem to be a bit less like a monkey. And Drago's not a dragon at all, well, barely. I will say though, I am kind of excited to see what more we're going to see of Drago. I just hope I don't get disappointed by it though, because I was a bit disappointed with his first appearance. The only reason that he's this high is because it's got to be my love of dragons. His ability is overpowered. It's probably the best ability out of all of them. And even though his design isn't the greatest, it's still pretty good. Second place, we have the oldest general, being General Naga. The Snake General, and its ability is the Serpent Gaze, which is essentially Medusa. Look them in the eye and they turn to stone. If you look at the thumbnail of the Adam Ferns archives for the Series 3 review, you will see that Naga got to me. I love that thumbnail. Naga being a long-standing villain, or the one that's been here the longest, I'm actually glad he is, because he has a great ability, and we didn't know then, but led to something that's more important. Unfortunately, he is dead and fused with a dead human, now called Vipera. He is, who's a she now. But I'd say it's good. I like Vipera more than Naga now, but there's only one other character in this list that came higher than Naga, and I liked Naga. I said it in my review. And the one character that came higher than Naga, and I'm going to say it's higher than Vipera, is Monkey King. Monkey King is the winner of this, and rightfully so, because he's the king. His ability is Crazy Monkey Attack, along with a bunch of other things, and basically having the power to lead over all the other generals. He was not happy about Drago being released, and I need to give credit where it's due. Monkey King and Drago are the only ones that don't have Lucas voicing them. Drago is voiced by a guy from that I don't know where it's from, but Lucas said he has 3 seasons worth of that voice lines, so okay. And Monkey King is of course voiced by the female Joker impressionist, who I mentioned in my Series 6 review, and I need to mention again, does a great job at it, by the way. Having a female person, yes, voice a male character, I think is pretty impressive, and it honestly reminds me of Bart Simpson, because he's also voiced by a woman. But Monkey King being at number 1, I think it's because I grew to like him from day 1, actually, when he was released from the puzzle box. Going all the way up to the end of Series 6, I was like, okay, he's definitely one of the best villains, just not the best because there's Delilah and Demonite. I'm sorry, Monkey King, you're never going to beat them. But then you go to Series 7, and that is probably where I actually started liking Monkey King a bit more, because he remains calm when Cottontail and Boris gets defeated, but when Ramos gets defeated, he starts panicking, realising he's only got 2 generals left. And then when Drago gets released, it gets even more weird. He gets even more desperate. It's just showing he's desperate to try and succeed, but it's pretty clear he's not going to. And it kills me to say this, I will miss Monkey King, because every villain needs to go. I'm not sure when Monkey King's going to go, but I am going to miss him. Same with Sinister, because Sinister and Monkey King are both great villains, great voice actors, by the way. I don't know if they're watching this, but great voice actors. Same with Lynxy and what was her name? We haven't been introduced to her name. I know her name, but you guys may not if you watch the Lynx series. The Pirate Queen, the person that's on the ship that's a Lynxian, the Pirate Queen. That's what that's what I'm going to call her until her name's actually revealed. So I of course I know her name, but still. Anything else? Not that I can think of. So yeah, Monkey King's the best general. I mean, the best out of the 12 animals that I listed here. That I believe is all for this time then. So if you liked what you saw, leave a like, leave a comment, don't forget to subscribe, press the notification bell down in the corner below, and I will see you next time with another probably Beast review or something else I think of at the top of my head. Until then, peace out. I missed the button. Oh, it's been ages since I missed that button. Peace out.